This is The Tragedy of Aether, Part 6, a fan story by II Voltage Wolf. After a rough beginning of the mission and an innumerable amount of time exploring the fortress, the three saviors come across a mechanism that is preventing them to proceed to the next area. However, this mechanism doesn't require the Grimoire's power to activate it, but rather Earth power. According to these scans, this mechanism requires the power of the Earth element, Claren addresses to her teammates while scanning the area with her futuristic eyewear. And Maple, with all of her charisma, steps up and summons tree roots and vines to pull the mechanism back, clearing the path to the next area. Once the team is all together at the next area, they hear an explosion and feel the fortress shake in response. Was that your explosive that you placed earlier, Claren? The robed knight asked her feline teammate, giving her a stern look. Yes, but let's just hope that we still have a method of escape, the futuristic kitty replied, smiling awkwardly. But then, a thought comes to her mind. Any further thoughts? Maple asked the team. Will you tell us your true identity, Robed Knight? The Robed Knight took a deep breath, turning around before exhaling, looking a bit distressed. Yes, I will tell you who I really am, they replied, adding seconds later, my name is actually Bellatrix, a wielder of the light. I kept my true identity a secret to prevent myself from getting hunted by the cult that summoned Dregador. Claren and Maple were surprised about this revelation, as they were told that the light element died off many moons ago. Are you the only one left? Asked Claren, showing concern for them, and unfortunately they confirmed it. Well, now that you two know more about me, then you're free to also refer to me as a girl, with those pronouns. Bellatrix granted them permission to her true pronouns before continuing on with the mission. After passing through a single corridor, the team of three come across a machine tower that is riddled with elaborate traps. Fortunately, Claren, being from the future, can scan for traps in this area of the fortress, telling the team what to avoid. When the machines got to their quietest point, they hear a walkie-talkie repeating an SOS signal. What could this be? Maple questioned herself and took point, grabbing the communication device and noticing a familiar polar bear's corpse in one of the traps. Edelus? She grieved, leaving the mutilated corpse in the trap while keeping the communication device. Come on, Maple, Claren alerted the raccoon. We have no time to waste. As the team approached the top of the tower, suddenly a mass composed of darkness materialized before the team's eyes, and Bellatrix, being the heroic, light-bearing canine she is, stepped in front of her teammates before the darkness could take shape. Dregador, come out so we may kill you, she threatened the mass, readying her sword of light in case if it attacks. However, when the mass took shape of a familiar figure, it was just as the team predicted. You three are getting so good at predicting my arrivals, Dregador complimented the team. However, you three are just as good as dead. The three saviors readied their weapons and took the offensive stance. Unfortunately, the Dark Emperor used a paralysis curse to paralyze Maple and Claren before shoving them into a corner, leaving Bellatrix ready to fight. You'll pay for all of your wrongdoings. The canine of light confronted the demonic coyote, clashing blades with him in a grueling, relentless battle. In a dastardly manner, Bellatrix tripped the Dark Emperor, leaving him vulnerable to attacks, and she managed to slice his right arm off. Dregador writhed in pain and screamed in agony, watching his own blood get spilled onto the floor that he walked and fought upon. Luckily for Clarin and Maple, the curse of paralysis has been lifted from their bodies, allowing them to move freely again. "You're finished, Dregador," Bellatrix said, raising her blade above her head to finish him off. But the Dark Emperor made his escape, teleporting away and leaving his dismembered appendage behind. "Hey, you were pretty close," Maple happily congratulated her teammate. "If you cut his other arm off, then he won't be able to use his blade again." Bellatrix, however, disagreed to that statement, as supernatural beings have faster healing than normal mortal beings. "We must be close to the throne room," she announced to her teammates. "Let's go, this is our final battle. Prepare for a legion of demons in this next area." What will this final area of the fortress have in stores for the team? Will the team survive, or will they all die a painful, gruesome death? Only time and prayers will tell.